good, YouTube? You know it is Goody Beats, and welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Q&A, guys. It's actually been a really long time, since I've done a Q&A. I was actually kind of scared that I wasn't going to get any questions, to tell you the truth. Well, I ended up asking you guys to send your questions through my YouTube channel, through my Snapchat, and through my Instagram, and I ended up getting way more questions than I anticipated. So, with that being said, I'm going to start this Q&A off with Instagram questions. Just real quick, I'm going to try to go as fast as I can because I know these Q&A videos can go like super long. All right, here we go. First question. What's the ideal rep range for building muscle? Is it 8 to 12 or 12 to 15? Now, in my opinion, if you want to build muscle, you're going to have to go lower reps. You know, really heavy, 6 to 8 reps. Now, I know you probably hear a lot of people saying, no, it's all about volume, it's all about volume. And that can be true in a sense, but from my experience, going very heavy, low reps, 6 to 8 is the best way to build muscle. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, second question. What body fat should I start bulking at? Now, it's really up to you, man. I mean, whatever your goals are, everyone's goals are completely different from each other. So if you feel, you're really low, like, I don't know, 10, 14, 15%, I don't know. There's really no, set answer for that one. Whenever you feel like it's time to bulk, you'll know, no one else should. All right, question number 3. New sub here. What drives you and what motivates you? What drove you and what motivates you at the beginning? Now, that's a great question. I have a video that I will link at the bottom of the description that actually tells you what got me motivated. I won't say it right here because it's actually a really good video and it took me a long time to get the courage to film that video and reveal to you guys what really sparked the drive in me. So go check that video out. And then it's kind of like a two question. What drives and motivates you now? Now, what drives and motivates me now is completely different from the beginning. Now that I have somewhat of a good following on YouTube, on Instagram, and Snapchat, and I'm actually getting a lot more feedback than I did in the beginning. You guys motivate me. Just the interaction with you guys that I get from all forms of social media is really cool and something that I definitely enjoy, and I just want to continue that and keep building on that. So that's what motivates me and drives me. All right, here we go. This is actually a good one. Okay, what's been your toughest challenge on being an entrepreneur so far? Now, the biggest challenge, guys, is balancing family life, my 9-to-5, and then my entrepreneur, my other businesses, other things that I want to venture off into. It's really hard to balance. I'm not saying that you can't. There is a way. You definitely have to just try to find that balance, guys. Having a 9-to-5 can get in the way of your dreams, and so. And I'm not saying that you have to quit your 9-to-5 to pursue your entrepreneur goals, but there will be a day that if you want to take it to the next level and keep taking it to the next level, you're going to have to pick and choose. And if you want to keep rising and keep climbing that ladder in the corporate world and in your job, you're going to have to let go of this one too. So there will come a day when you're going to have to make that choice. And so that's what I find is the biggest challenge that I'm dealing with right now. All right, next question. So what are some of the staples in your diet while bulking? Rice, chicken, broccoli, fish, tuna, and sweet potatoes. How do you stay motivated while doing the keto diet? When you're doing the keto diet, guys, you're losing weight, you're getting shredded, you're getting more ripped, you look bigger, your veins are coming out. That's what keeps me motivated. Just looking better and better each week is the motivating factor when it comes to ketosis. Now, I know a lot of people, it's like in their head, like, I can't do keto, I can't go without carbs. But man, when you're doing keto and you're getting shredded and you're looking better and better each week, you're looking bigger and bigger, even though you're really not, but that's what happens when you diet and you get shredded. Man, it's just no other feeling. It just makes you drive even harder every week. What are some good pointers for beginner YouTubers trying to grow their channel, guys? Be yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else. Come up with good content, guys. If you're making videos just to get popular, you're gonna crash and burn within, I don't know, a couple of months, guys. Do it because you enjoy it. Whatever you're filming, whatever you want to vlog, whatever you want your channel to be about, make sure it's surrounded by something that you enjoy. And it's not something that you're just like, oh, I saw this dude do it, so I want to do it because he's popular, so I want to be popular. Like, no, it's not going to work. You're going to burn out of it really quick, like within, I say, less than a year. And it's, like I said, all the viewers, the people that are watching your channel, they will see that, man, this guy's talking about something he doesn't even like why am I going to listen to him if you can just tell that he's not genuine about it? So whatever you do, whatever you want your channel to be about, make sure it's something that you enjoy, make sure it's your passion, and it comes that much easier, and the subs, the views, everything will grow just naturally, and you won't even notice it because you're having fun and you're doing what you love. All right, next question is from some like weirdo named Javon Alvin. I've never heard of him. So he says, it's actually a really good question. Would you say being an influencer over social media has affected your marriage life for better or worse? That is a great question. So I get this asked a lot, guys. People are like always like, why do you always eat by yourself at dinner time? Why are you always by yourself? And why don't I ever see your wife? And yada, yada, yada. So let's just get this out the way. Yes, I am married, but my wife and I are like, we're not completely different, but I mean, as far as like social media and YouTube, she's not into that. Like she's into her own like hobbies and her own things, and I'm into my own hobbies and my own things. And she's not like really comfortable in front of the camera, which you obviously have to respect. That's my wife. I respect whatever she says or whatever if she's not comfortable in front of the camera, like I'm not gonna bring it out in front of her. But there are times where she's like, yeah, like go ahead and let's vlog today, and let's vlog her day. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like so she doesn't mind being in front of camera, but again, she's not really into social media like I am. And so we definitely have to find a balance, like especially on the weekends, guys, because I work a 9 to 5, and during my 9 to 5, like it's hard to vlog. And so when I am off, I'm with my wife, and when I am off, and when I'm off at work on the weekends when I want to vlog, I'm with my wife. So we definitely got to find a balance on how we go about doing that. But as long as we communicate, it's fine. It hasn't really affected my marriage that much, other than we have to communicate more. Because definitely, I won't lie to you guys, we have fought over YouTube, we have fought over Instagram, we have fought over these applications and social media things, and yeah, at the end of the day, those things all come secondary, and my wife obviously comes first, my marriage comes first. But again, I am trying to build a business, and I'm also trying to build off social media. So there's that aspect that she has to understand. And so look, as long as we communicate, we talk to each other, we respect each other, everything will go well. So that's the only way that's the only thing that's kind of affected our marriage, is that we have to communicate a lot more now, because with social media just growing every year, there's always a new app, there's always a new thing you have to jump into, there's always this like new thing, and it can dominate your life. Like it really can. It can overwhelm you and your marriage, and it can affect you if you let it, but you have a choice. So again, we communicate and everything's cool, so no problems. Javon, Alvin, whoever you are. Here's a good question. Were you inspired by Ziz? So so when I started this whole like bodybuilding and social media and whatnot, I didn't know who Ziz was. Like I would always see him like on Instagram pictures, and so for the longest time I thought he was still alive. I thought he was some guy, but I was like, people always talked about him, but whenever they talked about him, they always talked about him in past tense. And so I was like, well, I don't get it. Like I see this guy everywhere, but they always talk about him in past tense. And so I finally one day I was like, okay, let me look this guy up and see what his deal is and whatnot. Because another funny thing is, there was this page called like Ziz or whatever, so I thought that was him, and he would comment on my stuff, and I was like, oh man, that dude Ziz commented on my pictures. But long story short, there are a lot of Ziz pages, and so anyways, I would say yes and no. So once I found out who he was and I found out his story, then I got inspired. But I wasn't inspired when I first saw him, and I was like, this is some weird guy. He's always doing the pose and whatnot. But he looks great aesthetics and whatnot. But it wasn't until I found out who he was and then found out his story that I was like, man, this guy's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, that's not what got me started. How did you start learning about editing? Any tips? So I started learning about editing pretty much from Javon and another guy in my hometown called Remy. He's also a filmmaker. I might leave his description below, and I say I might because I might forget. I don't know, but anyways, I started picking up tips from them and just started like taking my time and learning about my software and about my Final Cut Pro. And when I started filming with Javon, I started to like watch how he would film and the kind of angles and the sick angles, dude, that he would get. And it kind of just applied it to my editing style. And then I get other YouTubers like Casey Neistat, Nick Bear, that I would watch, and just kind of applied it to the way I edit it. So the number one thing is what I tell people is that you gotta find a good song when you're editing. Like, that's the first thing I do. Whenever I edit a video, I have to find a song. Like, that is the first thing I do. I upload my footage, find a song. Once I find a song, then I start building. I start just building the edit. I start building the video, and it goes from there. So find a good website where you can find some good songs like SoundCloud. Okay, here's a good question. You're killing the keto diet. Have you tried any other diets in the past? And obviously, yes. If you're watching this video right now, you know that I'm currently doing If It Fits Your Macros, which is pretty much a low-fat, high-carb, high-protein diet. And then I've also done like a high-protein, low-fat, and low-carb diet. I've done all kinds of things, but yeah, I have done other diets. Just keto works for me, and it works best for me, so yeah. What's your body fat percentage at the moment? So right now, I don't know like technically what it is, but I would say I'm around 18, maybe 20. I don't know, I'm just guesstimating. All right, Larry Main asks, favorite Unchained Athletics shirt so far. So my favorite one by far is the black and gold original first t-shirt, first tee that we ever came out with. That's just my favorite one. I love it. I still wear it to this day. I need to bring that one back out. I get a lot of requests of people wanting me to bring that one back out, so I might have to bring that back out. How is training with a slip disc, herniated disc? How is it, well, pretty much he's asking like, how has my training been since I herniated my disc? So as you guys may or may not know this, about a year and a half ago, I had a herniated disc, and it was painful, guys. I couldn't squat. And if you guys knew me before, leg day was my favorite day. Squats, front squats, leg press, lunges, deadlifts, all those things. I couldn't do anymore with my herniated disc. It was that painful. I mean, I remember being at work, because I do sit down most of the day. Sitting down at my desk was just agonizing pain. When I would get up, it was just like, it was the worst, man. I used to walk like an old man, like just, it was awful. And I really didn't think it was ever gonna get back to normal. And I mean, I wouldn't even say it's 100% healed, but I would say it's about 90-95% healed. And I just took a year and a half off from legs. I mean, well, not leg day, but pretty much like heavy leg day. Like all I did was machines. Like I did leg curls, leg extensions, and leg press. But nothing that really put any strain on my lower back. But now recently, you know, I've done rehab, I let it rest, I let it heal. Now I'm finally able to do heavy squats. Now the heaviest I've gone is 315, and it's still pretty heavy. I think I got 3 reps, but you gotta remember, guys, before that I was doing 315 for reps. Like I think we used to do like 5 sets of 10. We would even do sets of 20 with 315. I mean, those were the days. You get old, you get hurt, man. But yeah, you just gotta it sucks, but you just gotta rehab, take time off, and your body will heal. I promise. All right, guys, so this is gonna be my last question for like the Instagram. Next, I will go to probably YouTube and then Snapchat. So it says, what camera do I use? It's the same camera I use since day one, guys. It's the Sony Alpha 5100. It is what I take my pictures in. It is what I do my editing in. It is what I do commercials in. It's what I do when I do collabs. Like the A7 5100 is like the absolute best camera in my opinion, guys. I love it. You can change the lenses, put a 50 mil, put a 35, put an 85, then go to your post, which is Final Cut Pro, change the color and color grading, and just give it that unique look. Like, I just love the camera. You can flip, like I have it flipped right now, so like I'm looking at the screen, but I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at you. It's just a great camera to use, guys. Great for beginners and great for pros if you want to call yourself a pro, but I'm not really a pro. But anyways, great camera. I definitely recommend it for the holidays. Holidays coming up, guys. Anybody that's in the market for a camera, get them the A51. Get them the Sony A5100. I promise they won't be let down. All right, guys. So here we are back for part 2 of the Q&A. Now I'm going to start answering questions from my YouTube video. Well, actually, from the YouTube video that I asked you guys to ask questions on. So first question is, what are the 3 hardest parts about following the keto diet? Now, 3 hardest parts I would say would be mental. keto is all mental, guys. I think people have such a hard time like letting go of carbs for some reason. I mean, I personally don't think it's that hard, but I hear so many people like, oh, I just can never I can never let go of carbs. I can never let go of carbs. And it's really not that hard. It's all mental. Second thing is friends. Your friends, you know, are not. I don't know too many friends who are both on the keto diet, and so you'll call your friends, you'll want to hang out, and they're like having a beer, they're having pizza, they're having French fries, they're having all this other stuff, and they're having foods that you can't eat, so that's pretty tough. And then I would say sweets is the third hardest thing. You guys know I'm a big sweet tooth, and I gotta have my like sugary stuff, my sweet stuff, my ice cream, my yogurt, my froyo, and you can't have that on the keto diet. So those are the three hardest things. But it's all mental, guys. It's all mental. How many calories do you eat when you cut? Now, again, guys, you have to understand everyone's different. For me, you have to understand I sit down for most of the day, so my calories are much lower. So when I cut, I pretty much start off at 22, 21, 2,000, 19, 18, and I probably cut it off at 17 at the lowest, although I have gone as low as 16. So it just depends. Guys, if I'm not losing weight, I'm gonna lower the calories. Do I watch any Christian Guzman videos? Yes, I do. I don't watch them all because like as of lately, he's really been like uploading a lot of videos as of lately. So it's kind of hard to keep up because guys, I watch a lot of YouTubers. Again, I've done a video on this before about all the YouTubers that I follow. I follow a lot, so it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody, and so I kind of pick and choose. And I'll be honest, here's another tip for you YouTubers. You guys pretty much could have a really good video, but if the thumbnail and the title isn't on point, I won't click on it. So that's why your title and your thumbnail are very important, guys. You have to put as much work into those things as you do the video. I know it's complicated. I know it can be a pain in the butt, but I'm telling you, I'm sure I miss a lot of good videos because the thumbnail and the title look terrible. So there you go. Next question is keto diet or intermittent fasting? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Which one would you do? I would do keto, but I also do intermittent fasting with keto. So there you go. I really don't separate the two. Like when I'm bulking, I do intermittent fasting, but when I'm cutting, I do intermittent fasting. So there you go. Do both, and they will only help out each other. All right, here is the next question. Now this is kind of similar to one on my Instagram. It says, "Hey Goody, what do you think is a good rep range for high volume workouts? 15 to 20, maybe more. Where I do high reps, I do 15 to 20. So, and when I go heavy, I go 6 to 8. So there you go. How do you feel about protein bars and protein shakes on keto? And what about sweeteners like stevia? Do they not increase insulin levels? Now, I have talked about this before. Actually, I haven't talked about this. I went and got an expert, which is my coach. So go look. I probably will have that video in the link below. It's a Q&A I did with the coach and that was one of the questions, like will artificial sweeteners spike your insulin and do the same effect that sugar has? So in my opinion, I don't believe that they do, but also I don't take protein shakes when I'm on keto, guys. I get all my food from real food. I get all my nutrition, I get all my macros, I get all my calories from real food. I very, very, very rarely take protein shakes when I'm on keto. All right. Next question, this is actually a good one. So a lot of these questions are like a lot about keto. So you guys are very interested in keto, and I can't wait to get back on keto in January because I think the channel will get even bigger. I'll get more engagement with you guys because it seems like you guys are very much interested in keto, and I totally understand keto is interesting, and that's kind of like where I kind of like got a lot of my audience from, but I don't know. Keto's not everything, but I know you guys really love it, so I'm excited to go back to it. So this says, did you notice any strength loss when on keto? And to tell you the truth, guys, no, I did not. I'm currently bulking right now with a lot of carbs, a lot of protein, and not that much fat, and I feel weaker, believe it or not. I'm kind of almost the same strength, but man, it's just something about getting your energy and getting your strength from fats. Like my body just works so well. I know a lot of you say, you know, when you get off the carbs, you know, the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you feel weak, you feel sluggish, you feel like just you can't think, and they call that the keto flu or whatever, even though I've never had that. To answer your question, I don't feel weak at all. My strength still stays the same. All right, guys, so we're gonna go to the final question now. Now, I'm not even sure this is like a question for the Q&A. I think this was just a question for the video, but I'm gonna use this for a Q&A video. I'm gonna use this question for the Q&A video. It says, laugh out loud, do you not have a side mirror? So let me tell you the story about my side mirror issue, just in case you guys have seen it on my Snapchat and on the last video when I was filming. If you guys have noticed, yes, I don't have a side mirror on the driver's side. And the reason for that being is we were in Austin and I got into the middle lane so I can turn left. A car heading south and I was heading north. We both got really close to each other and our side mirrors hit each other, and like glass, I had the windows down, glass went everywhere, all over my face, all over my wife's face. Yeah, it was pretty intense. I mean, if we would have been like that much closer, we would have went head on. So yeah, be careful when you're driving. I wasn't paying attention. Hope my wife's not watching this because I totally blamed it on the other driver because she was taking a nap and the like explosion of the glass woke her up, and I was like, oh, this guy almost hit me, what was his problem? Like I literally blamed it on him, but it was actually kind of like my fault. So if she's watching this, I'm sorry, babe. I'll pay more attention, I promise. All right, guys, so I'm gonna answer a couple questions on my Snapchat and then we're gonna call it a day. So here's the first one. It says, what do you think of Dak Prescott, his poise at such a young age? So as you guys may or may not know this, I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. I've been a huge Dallas Cowboy fan since I was a younger kid. And so if you don't know, Dak Prescott is a rookie. He was literally playing in college football. He's a 4th round pick. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. He was actually supposed to be the 3rd starting quarterback, but the first, Tony Romo got hurt, which is a starter. Then Kellen Moore got hurt, he was the 2nd backup quarterback. He got hurt, and so Dak had to come in as a 3rd string, and he's been just lighting up the league. He's absolutely killing it. I'm a huge Dak Prescott fan. If you don't know about his backstory, his mother died from cancer when he was in college. I think that's what really matured him, and he really had to grow up really, really quick from that point. And he's got an amazing story, and just everything about him, the way he holds himself, the way he talks to the media, the way he's dealt with this whole Tony Romo situation. He's class, man. At the end of the day, he's class, and I am rooting for the Cowboys to go to Houston and play in the Super Bowl and beat any team from the AFC, because I know they can, and it would just absolutely just warm my heart to rub it in all you Houston Texan fans that will just have to sit there and watch the Dallas Cowboys play at the Super Bowl in your hometown. I mean, that would be amazing, because nothing like just sticking it to those Houston fans. Anyways, next question. All right, so here's the final question of the Q&A, guys, and this is actually a pretty good one. So does it make any sense to get a degree in marketing to develop your business skills to do big business in the fitness industry? So pretty much what he's asking is like, hey, I want to get in this fitness industry. I want to be like Christian Guzman. I want to be like Bradley Martin. I want to be like all these big time YouTubers, Max Tuning and Nick Bear. But do I need to go to school to get a degree so I can like start a big, get into this fitness industry? And I would say, no, you don't have to go to school. I mean, look at Christian. He didn't go to school. He dropped out, and he's where he's at. But I'm not saying that going to school will hurt you, because look at Nick Bear. Nick Bear went to school. He graduated. And look at his business. I mean, he's got a successful business, and I have to guess, and I have to assume that he learned a lot in college that helped him get to where he's at. So to answer your question, I don't think you have to go to school. It's not like something you have to do, but it definitely will help you out. I mean, I will never encourage someone not to go to college and not get a degree. But I also wouldn't tell them like, hey, you have to do that if you want to succeed. It's all up to you, man. It's all like how much desire you have, how much passion you have. Everyone's different. Everyone's motivation is different. So if you have a passion and you have a plan, and you literally can look into anybody's face and say, no one is going to stop me. I'm going to achieve my goal. I'm going to do what I want to do, and no one's going to stop me. Then I absolutely believe in you, and I know you'll do it. So just find whatever your passion is. So it seems like your passion is fitness, to get in the fitness industry. So definitely, if you think you can do it, you can do it. But school will definitely help you out, but it's not something you have to do. So that's going to be it for the Q&A, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Again, I'm not really sure how long this Q&A went. It's so hard to gauge. But this was fun. This was definitely fun. And I ain't going to lie to you guys. The reason why I went to Snapchat, I went to YouTube, and I went to Instagram to ask for questions because I honestly didn't think I was gonna get any questions because I haven't done one of these in so long. And to be honest, my engagement kind of has gone down since I've kind of like took a step back from keto. I think you guys really do enjoy it, and I will eventually get back to it. But like I said, engagement has come down. And what I mean by engagement, like commenting back and forth and really, you know, getting to know you guys and you guys getting to know me, it has gone down a little bit. But I promise I will do another Q&A because this was absolutely fun. I want to do it again. So that's gonna be it, guys. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps the channel. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and share this video on your Facebook, guys. You know, who knows? I'm sure there's got to be at least one person on your Facebook that wants to know Goody Beats, wants to get to know me. Come on, just show them who I am, please. Please. All right, so that's gonna be it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.